From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
Oh, what a day across Oklahoma and Texas and portions of Kansas and even into Nebraska as temperatures were soaring into the 70s that far north. There's no real cold Arctic air unless you go into the New England states, and so the high today in Caribou was 27, and that was it. But the breadbasket is a warm basket right now, and it is going to kind of continue that way. We do have a cool front coming in, and you can see an enhancement of some clouds around this low and up into portions of Kansas. But even with the clouds and north of the front today, as we said, temperatures up to 72 in Lincoln, Nebraska. So that means that cold air isn't really cold to the north of it. It's more of a Pacific air mass. And this low, as it tracks to the east, could eventually give us a chance, a few showers late tonight. Isolated thunderstorm that could have some hail in it. Better chances of that are going to be happening just out of our viewing area, more toward the Kansas-Missouri border area and into Missouri. But that's a sign that spring can't be too far behind, because you just start to get warmed up a little bit. What happens? We start talking about a chance of thunderstorms. So there's a slight chance of a shower tonight, probably around midnight in Tulsa, and then that's a better chance as we look on into areas north and east, up toward the Miami area, and then into Missouri, as I mentioned, so you guys have a better chance. Sun is setting across the area on a very mild evening, but man, if you're sneezing or sniffling, there is some serious cedar trees that are just floating around. That pollen is making a big deal out of it. We'll have a story from Lex coming up later about that tonight. But in the meantime, we're at 78 degrees, south wind at 15. 33% is the humidity. So again, it is somewhat moist, and it's very, very warm for this time of year. Our metro temperatures are showing up in the 70s. We're still hanging on to 82 at this hour around Sand Springs, 81 in Sapulpa. Over in Pryor, we're at 73 degrees. And most of the really warm air has been out to the west of Tulsa. Temperatures starting to cool off a little bit. It was 85 in Bristow. It's now down to 77. Bunch of 77 showing up from Oilton and also extending on to Pawnee. Down in Okmulgee, you guys are at 76. Again, it's just amazingly warm. And that goes across the entire Sooner State at this point. But tonight, as that system moves through, there is a slight chance, again, about 11 o'clock to midnight, a few thunderstorms. Again, the best chance will be to the north. Slight chance in the deeper moisture, which is just going to be on the east side of Tulsa. So a little rumble of thunder if you wake up and go, it's midnight, why is it, what's going on? That could be isolated thunderstorm. We don't expect it to really be severe on the south side. The only place that could have some hail most likely be up into portions from Montgomery and Labette counties to Cherokee County in Kansas. Then that'll be moving on over into Missouri as we go through the 2 o'clock hour. And then we start to clear out, but the winds start to switch around to the north. So we'll be in the 60s in advance of it, 40s behind the front. So it is going to be cooler. So tomorrow will be cooler, more of a gusty north wind and partly sunny skies, but we'll be in the upper 60s. And that's with the cold front passing. Usually it's going to be like freezing to death, but no, we're not going to have to worry about that yet. Temperatures in the 30s on Friday morning to near 40. And then a northwest breeze continues and we'll be in the 60s on Friday. So the next couple of days, although cooler, still awesome. And then here comes your weekend. Finally, we're not going to freeze to death like we did last weekend. So our afternoon highs around 70 or low 70s for both days, and maybe upper 70s on Sunday. So that's pretty impressive with the temperatures and what we're anticipating. Our rain chances at this point continue to show up to be very slim tonight. And if there is a chance of rain, it would be with the next front that'll be coming through late Tuesday night into Wednesday of next week. And notice what happens when that front comes through. Fairly impressive, really impressive, we could say. And that's where we do have a slight chance of storms, because it will run into some moisture with that. And this time of year, we could get some severe weather. We get another warm up to kick off March, and then we get another drop off. So notice, though, that there are more ups and downs, and probably a few more ups than downs. The jet stream continues to be more mild Pacific air. That's why our temperatures are looking so good right on through the midnight hour. That isolated thunderstorm chances are really the highest from about 12 o'clock to maybe 1 or 2 in the morning here in Tulsa. And if you're up around the Miami area, it's a little bit more toward the 2 o'clock, 1 to 2 o'clock hour. As far as our temperatures, though, again, wow. That's just wow. And we do say wow, though, also as that cold front passes, and next Wednesday you say, wow, it's cold. Gusty north winds, 20, 30 miles an hour, temperatures in the 40s to 50s. So winter isn't over by any stretch of the imagination, but it sure feels like it right now.
Wow. We got a few nice days for you to come over and help me clean out my garage.
I can't hear you in this area. I'll have to check out in this area.